Listen and practice.
The present system of education was founded by the British for their own convenience. Lord Macaulay was the father and founder of this system. He wanted it to produce clerks to help the British in running their administration. Today, the English have gone, but the same old system of education is still continuous. This system of education has many defects. It must be changed and overhauled. The greatest defect in our present system of education is that it is too theoretical. An educated man has only bookish knowledge. He knows nothing about practical things. He finds that his education has not made him fit to do any useful work for his society. The present system of education does not teach as us the dignity of labor. A student is not taught or trained to do things with his hands. Educated young men are fit only to be clerks in office. They look down on manual labor. They consider it below their dignity to do such work. Vocational education is the need of the hour. We need more and more technicians, engineers, and doctors. But the number of vocational institutions, engineering and medical colleges, polytechnics, and ITIs is limited. A large number of young men and women who can do well as technicians are deprived of technical or vocational training. The present system of education gives too much importance to English. At many places, it is the medium of instruction. English may be an international language. It may have rich treasures of science and literature, but it can never be our national language. Education must be imparted in the mother tongue. This will save much talent of the country from going waste. Success in life depends largely on good health. Keep your body fit and strong by keeping clean, inhaling fresh air, and following regular habits and suitable entertainment. Avoid anything that will weaken your strength. Smoking harms the body and clouds the brain. Beware of drink. It is the deadly enemy of health and efficiency. Above all, remember that your character is a precious possession. Be truthful in all things, courteous and considerate to everybody, fair to your opponents, kind and helpful to all who are weak and suffering, and to not be afraid to have the courage to stand up for what is good, pure and noble. If we are to believe the latest reports from medical laboratories, immortality is within human reach. By the next century, the possibility of living up to 5,000 years might well become reality. Does this mean that it's time to celebrate the conquest of the final frontier of science? Certainly not. There can be nothing more sad than the possibility of living indefinitely. What makes life so charming is its transient nature. It's the knowledge that death can come calling anytime and anywhere, which gives such depth to our life. This finds expression in Wallace Stevens' wonderful lines. Death is the mother of beauty. Hence, from her alone shall come fulfillment to our dreams and our desires. The idea that death is the key to life is also the foundation of Martin Heidegger's philosophy of being. Living aside these philosophical considerations, the predictions of immortality are at best based on dubious signs. The scientific brotherhood rarely takes seriously the prophets of immortality. who say that one can turn back the biological clock or at least keep it constant. But even if we were to think for a moment that the majority of humans will lie beyond 5,000 years, that would mean confusion for mankind. At a time when the earth's resources are stretched to the limit, one shakes with fear at the thought of an ever increasing human population. If human longevity is artificially increased, all governments would go bankrupt trying to provide even the most basic amenities to their citizens. Those who have ambition of praising Methuselah are best advised not to play with the natural cycle of birth and death. Instead, they should enjoy every moment of life as that might be waiting in the wings. Unfortunately, the pair David, deer, and the white-tailed GNU are not the only creatures in the world that are nearly extinct. The list of creatures that have vanished altogether and others that have almost vanished is a long one, as man spread across the earth he has brought. The most terrible havoc among the wild live by shooting, trapping, cutting, and burning the forest, and by the stupid introduction of enemies where there were no enemies before. Take the dodo for example, the great and heavy pigeon, the size of a goose that inhabited the island Mauritius. These birds had lost the power of flight since there were no enemies to fly from. And since there were no enemies, it nested on the ground in complete safety. But as well as losing the power to fly, it seems to have lost the power of recognizing an enemy. For it was apparently an extremely tame creature. Then man discovered the dodo's paradise in about 1507, and within him came his evil familiars. Dogs, cats, pigs, rats, and goats. The goats ate the undergrowth which provide the dodo with cover. Dogs and cats hunted the old birds, while pigs ate the eggs and youngs.